hold up.
Hello.
It's like 1, 2, 3. Hold up.
Hold up. I got something else I got to do. Hold up. We've been here for an hour, and I got one more thing to do.
One more thing. All right.
More thing. Hello, and welcome back to the Shane and I Show. My name is Shane.
Max. Toast is food.
Yes, toast is food.
Toast is food.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
that you only have 8 toes,
I only have 8 toes.
and
Plus-
everybody knows.
Yeah. Plus 2, like, like foot thumbs.
Uh-huh.
That makes a total of 10, but
Right.
I don't think the foot thumbs
So
count
your
as toes.
intro should be, my name is Max, and everybody knows I only have 8 toes.
I mean, it could. That's next time.
Next time.
Next time on the Shane and I Show. Yeah.
Hey, as always, this is the podcast about nothing,
That makes you think of something.
and we're sponsored by MindGrinderCoffee.com.
Yep. MindGrinderCoffee.com.
$15. You know, buy yourself 16 whole ounces. That's £1.
That's £1.
We ship anywhere in the United States. I say this at the beginning of every episode. Buy some damn coffee.
Do you ship to Guam?
I don't know because we've never gotten an order from Guam.
All right.
So I won't know until somebody orders something from Guam and I can see if I can ship it to Guam.
It's not one of these states, but it is a territory of the United States.
Yes, I know.
Then again, I bet you ship to District of Columbia just fine,
We do.
which
yes.
is not a state. So
Yes.
why not Guam?
We ship to Hawaii too.
Hawaii, that's a state. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little pricey, but we do it.
I bet Alaska also.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, speaking of shipping, if you buy 2 pounds of coffee and use code FREESHIPPING24 at checkout, guess what? You don't pay for shipping.
Fuck yeah.
So go to our website, order some coffee. You're not going to be disappointed. It's good stuff.
Just do it. I just had some, and as you can tell, it's working.
I am drinking some right now.
Yeah.
I'm not only an owner of the company,
You're also a customer.
I'm also a customer. Probably one of the best ones.
Man, what was that? That was like a thing.
The Diamond Center.
Was that the Diamond Center?
The Diamond Center. No, because that was all about credit when credit was first brand new.
Was that the Men's Hair Club?
The suit store. The suit men's warehouse.
No. That's you're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Yeah. You know they bought that guy out of his own company,
Hey, good for him,
or he got fired or something. He got wrapped up in some kind of allegation, I think.
dude. Whatever it is, the American dream is to start a company and get bought out and have $1 billion. And
I don't think he got $1 billion for it though.
Well, I'm sure he got enough.
Yeah, I think the company was struggling when he sold it.
I still bet he got enough. Maybe not $1 billion, but I'm sure he's
Because I don't think the
you
men's
know?
warehouse is like a big thing everywhere else except like California.
Really?
I think it's just a California thing.
All right. They closed the one in Corte Madera.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They've closed a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of companies like that are going out of business because you can buy all that shit online now.
All that shit. Yeah. For fucking cheaper and better. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just send them your measurements and you're like, you got a suit at your door the next day.
Yeah. But I liked the Men's Warehouse.
I did too.
Because they
had snazzy stuff.
They had snazzy stuff. They'd set you up in a pinch.
Yeah.
And they always had some good deals.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, we're back. We're definitely beating the ish on this one.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes. I don't like it when the ish gets too late.
Yeah. No, me neither. Well, I'm sort of indifferent, but hey, whatever.
Right. Well, we say we're a bi-weekly-ish. We say we're bi-weekly-ish.
Yeah. Ish.
So the ish gives us a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah. That's what the ish is for.
Yes, that's why we don't say bi-weekly and we just cement it in.
Yeah. That's right.
You know, it's like if you're going to say you're going to be somewhere at 1-ish, what time do you usually show up?
Yeah. 1-ish.
Like after 1?
Maybe. I don't know. Really depends.
How the ish goes?
Sometimes they'll show up a little before 1. Depends on my mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on how you're feeling about the ish that day.
Yeah. Usually if I had to say on average, 115, 120.
Yeah, see, that's a logical ish.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I would use the ish.
Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah.
Drive some people crazy, which I get.
Yeah. So the other day I posted a good old TikTok video.
Yeah.
I've been doing that a lot recently.
Yeah.
We get a lot of engagement on TikTok.
Hey, fuck yeah, man. TikTok's the shit. If you,
know,
want
our
engagement.
videos from YouTube actually work better on TikTok. I know I've said this before, but holy shit. Our videos we cut that shit down to 1 minute. They work better on TikTok than they ever did on YouTube.
Hey, there you go. All right, do it.
But anyway, I posted the one about the cute aggression.
Yeah.
And people were wondering, how did Max handle his cute? Does Max still have cute aggression?
Right.
Or did he handle it?
All right. So all right, I'll lay it out for you people. First,
I know the answer.
yeah. First,
I could tell you that it was a made up fucking thing.
it was not a made up thing. It's a real thing. It is a real thing.
I still don't think it's a real thing.
It is an actual real thing where your brain gets overwhelmed by cute and feels an urge to destroy it because it's too much.
But here's the thing. When I use a hashtag for it,
Yeah.
right? When I hashtag cute aggression,
Yeah.
you know how many people that use that hashtag?
How many?
Like over 1 million.
Yeah. See? Real thing.
But you
Real
can't
thing.
find it on the Google.
You can't find cute aggression on Google?
No.
All right. 1 second. 1 second. Hey, Siri.
See, we don't have a Jamie.
Google
we don't have a
cute
lookup
aggression.
guy, but we have Siri.
We have Siri.
We're top notch.
Yeah.
But so you had a first thing. So how did you handle your cute aggression?
Oh, okay. So
You
first
can
thing,
read the definition in a little while, but
yeah. First things first. It showed up on Google, by the way.
oh, did it?
I didn't read what it said, but it
You
showed
can read
up.
after you rant. How about
Yeah.
that?
All right. So first things first. I no longer have a kitten because kittens grow up. So
They become cats that fart
they
in your
become
mouth.
cats that fart in your mouth. Yeah. Never had cute aggression for that particular one that farted in my mouth because
Right.
it did it like day one.
Right.
And after that,
It just set the tone.
it set the tone. Yeah.
I'm just going to fart wherever I want to fart.
Yeah. And that's why I named it Critter. I didn't have a name for it yet. It farted in my mouth. I'm like, get this fucking critter off of me.
And that's
called
its
it
name.
Critter, yeah. All right. Anyway, so I no longer have a kitten. But also I no longer use amphetamines.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Right.
Turns out amphetamines, when you use them, they sort of amplify all the feelings, all the experiences, right? And so cute, like regular cute, becomes too much cute, which becomes cute aggression. And cute aggression can be very energetic on amphetamines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I stopped using amphetamines, and now it happens rarely. Sometimes, yeah, but never to the
Amazing
same
how that
extent.
happens, huh?
Yeah.
You get off some kind of fucking drug and whatever you thought you're obsessed with, you're no longer obsessed with.
Yeah, a lot of things stopped once I stopped taking amphetamines.
Yeah.
Insomnia.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, yeah. Fucking,
Imagine that. You stop taking amphetamines and you could go to sleep.
yeah, I started sweating a lot less. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff, stopped happening when I stopped using amphetamines. Yeah.
See the amazing thing of quitting,
The amazing thing of
or the amazing part of quitting.
the amazing part, don't do drugs, boys and girls.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Don't do amphetamines. How about that?
Well, there are actually.
But you weren't like, let's clarify that, because you weren't doing like crank or crystal meth or fucking,
No, it was Adderall.
and it was over the counter.
Well,
or
it was-
doctor
It
prescribed.
was doctor prescribed.
You gotta
But,
watch out for the doctor prescribed shit.
Yeah, but the doctor would prescribe you a month's worth, and fucking like 5 days later you're out, and you're like, what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think that's taken into it. I don't think normal people, when they take Adderall, take it like that.
no, drug addicts when they take Adderall take
Yeah.
it like that.
Yeah.
And Adderall, an exquisite fucking combination of amphetamine and dextroamphetamine, makes me feel great.
I think it makes everybody feel.
It
You know what it does to me?
What it puts
Makes
you to
me
sleep.
it makes me
Yeah.
fucking feel normal.
Makes you feel normal.
Yeah, like it does absolutely nothing for me. Like, it just makes me feel like mellow.
Listen, what I'm about to say is the kind of thing that an amphetamine addict would say,
Right.
but obviously you just didn't take enough.
No, I tried. Trust me. Everybody was like, it's great. It's good. Does this and this. And I took it. I think I tried it out for like maybe, I think I tried it. I had a prescription for it for something. And it was a while ago. It was a long time ago. But I had somehow gotten a prescription for it. I
Fucking
bullshitted
ADD,
some
man.
doctor about being a kid in school or whatever.
Yeah.
And
And they gave it to you and
They
it made
gave
you
me a
normal?
prescription, and I took one, like it said, and then it made me feel normal. And I was like, well, this fucking sucks. Well, I took two, like within the next 4 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, tired.
Yeah.
And I went to sleep, and I figured it out because as a kid, I got diagnosed with like, all this shit, like dyslexia, ADHD, and all this other stuff.
All that. Yeah.
All that good stuff. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
The usual shit.
And, so for the ADHD, when I was a kid, they used to put you on Ritalin. Like we're talking a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, they still use Ritalin.
Yeah, but I was like
another exquisite substance.
yeah, but the Ritalin made me feel normal.
Yeah.
So anytime I would do and even when I was getting loaded all the time, like when I was drinking all the time, and I was deep into my alcoholism, and somebody would be like, "Oh yeah, somebody happened to have some, nose candy or whatever."
Yeah, nose candy,
some cocaine bear stuff.
Num Bolivian marching powder.
Every time somebody would give me a little bit, it did nothing, and I was like, "This sucks."
Yeah,
right. Any kind of drug with amphetamine in it, and I was like, after I cleaned up and got sober for a while.
Yeah,
I was doing some research on it, just curious because I was bored.
Yeah.
It turns out that Ritalin for an ADHD kid just makes you normal.
Yeah.
So like
that's why they prescribe it for that.
Yeah. If somebody with ADHD like mine takes something with amphetamine in it, it's just going to make you feel normal. Like my brain would slow down. Like it was weird, dude. Like I would just be like normal.
Yeah. It did that for me too and worked really well.
Right.
Like really fucking well.
Right.
And then one day I like switched from I upped the dose and switched to an extended release thing.
I think we're teaching the world how to use Ritalin.
We are.
And other ADHD medication.
But the higher dose, it didn't make me like normal and focused.
Right.
It made me normal, focused, and also it gave me a little boost and made me feel good.
I didn't like it because the reason I got loaded.
Yeah.
Right. And the reason I got fucked up the way I got fucked up.
You didn't want a boost.
I didn't want a boost, and my fucking head.
Yeah.
Right. I'd wake up with this head that would tell me shit.
Yeah.
All the time that wasn't true or was false narrative. Was a false narrative. Right. But it would just go.
Yeah.
As soon as I woke up, it'd be like, "Oh wow, you survived the morning."
Yeah.
Oh
Congratulations,
wow, congratulations, asshole.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're alive.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do. Because you got this problem over here, you got that problem over there. And it was too overwhelming to deal with. So if I drank enough, it'd shut it up.
Yeah.
But I'd have to drink a lot.
Yeah. No,
and I'd often have to be sloppy.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Been there.
Yeah.
Done that. Yeah.
So it just, it really just did not do anything for me. And I would take it, and that thing that I would want shut up would just keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It would just keep going, and it wouldn't be quiet.
It would
right?
go.
It'd just be, oh my God, it would just be so bad.
Yeah.
And I'd be able to concentrate on the thoughts, and I'd just be like, this sucks.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the difference between you and me.
Yeah.
Because when I took it as prescribed, it worked great.
Right.
And when I took more, I felt great, but it helped that I was able to just like focus on fucking just other fun, pleasurable shit. And it got me out of my head, out of my brain.
Yeah, it didn't do any of that for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's probably good because it's a beast of a thing to get.
Yeah, and I don't have a bunch of projects lying around that never got finished.
I do. Just look around the room.
I know.
Yeah. But that's just standard ADD right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, so we kind of started off heavy there.
Fuck it.
15 minutes in.
Yeah. Guys, moral of the story.
Don't do drugs.
Moral of the story, drugs are fun, but in the end, not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always winds up bad, man. You always wind up, how you always wind up? Well, not always, but you know how life is, that life isn't working out too well.
Yeah.
When you see a guy that's my age on a BMX bike.
Yeah.
That's how you know that it might be time to stop.
That, in fact, yes. When you see like a middle-aged dude on a BMX bike, and he's not on the BMX bike because he's having fun there.
No, you can tell it's transportation, and he's fucking struggling.
It's because that is his primary mode of transportation. He stole it from some kid at the skate park.
Or at his school.
Yeah.
Just walked onto campus and took the kid's bike.
Yeah. The BMX bike is the worst of all bikes for transportation.
That's how you know, like, your life isn't. That's how you know, like, your life isn't working out well.
Yeah.
If you're fucking if you're a middle-aged dude riding a BMX bike,
yeah,
to get to where you got to go.
Yeah. Fucking no brakes, can't coast.
Definitely no brakes.
Yeah.
And the fucking chain comes off every 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you always got to pull over to the side of the road and fix the damn chain.
Yeah.
And you wonder how life got this way.
Yeah. And honestly, if that was my primary mode of transportation, I'd need a fucking drink,
I'd rather fucking walk.
Me too.
But I can get it, man. If you're tired of walking and somebody's like, "Oh, here's a bike," you're like, "I like BMX bikes."
Oh yeah, you remember back when you were 15.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, BMX, so much fun."
Yeah, you don't realize riding 1.5 miles, it sucks.
Yeah. You try to do one little trick that you used to be able to do. You fail, you crash. You're like, not doing that anymore.
And it's not even just that you're riding this BMX bike around, right? It's like you're riding this BMX bike with a heavy ass like black jacket on, maybe a gray sweatshirt underneath. I'm describing a guy I just saw in my neighborhood.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Wearing his bandana Axl Rose style.
Oh,
remember how Axl Rose used to wear his bandana back in the day?
Very much, yeah.
Yeah, bandana style Axl Rose. It's 90 degrees out.
Yep.
Homeboy's wearing a fucking parka.
Yeah.
All black. And he's just sweating, dude. And I'm sorry to laugh, but it just was like one of those moments where I'm like, I'm glad that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm glad my life didn't go that far down where I think that normal is okay.
Yeah, that's where the meth takes the man.
That's where the meth takes the man. Yeah. And there's a lot of that.
Yep.
You might be listening, you're like, these guys are coming off all strong and dark, and no, we're not. This is funny.
Yeah, this is what it is. And we're going by that old Japanese proverb.
What's that?
Proverb. First the man takes the meth,
right?
Then the meth takes the meth, then the meth takes the man.
I'm pretty sure it goes from the man takes the meth to the meth takes the meth to the meth takes the man.
Yeah.
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 You can just skip that second one.
Well, no.
I think once you start taking that shit, you're pretty much in.
No, I've known people who've used meth moderately and responsibly. I believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. I've known people. I haven't known a lot of people who have done it that way. But I have known people.
I've never met a casual hard drug user.
I've
never met somebody that's like, oh yeah, I do heroin, but it's only on like, Saturday night.
Yeah, I have known casual hard drug users, but
it could always start that way.
Yeah.
But it always winds up bad. It always winds up fucking selling your fucking ass to fucking get the next fix.
It often winds up that way. But, but there are some drugs where it's like, I don't believe it. So I knew a guy once who he swore to me. He swore that a friend of his was a casual crack smoker.
See, that's one that I just don't believe.
And I did not believe it for a second. But he swore up and down this guy was a casual crack smoker. He could take it or leave it. Maybe on a Saturday afternoon, he'd be like, hey, you want some crack? And that'd be it.
Hanging with the boys. Hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to go have a beer. Hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to go smoke a rock. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. I do not believe that. Not for a second.
Is this the guy that you guys didn't see for like 6 months? Is this the guy that lives with you?
No.
I thought he was like the roommate that you guys didn't see for 6 months.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
No, he certainly wasn't a casual crack smoker.
He certainly wasn't.
There's nothing casual about that crack smoking. No.
Yeah. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
The other one is denial, right? It's that it's not a problem.
Oh,
I fucking knew, right? For me, we're just rolling with this one.
Let's do it.
You know what?
Let's do it.
We're going to talk about a lot of the shit. I'm going to talk about a lot of the shit that I used to do, and fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck
it's the
it.
podcast about nothing. So for me, like, I just that denial thing, like, people are like, it's not a problem. And you then like, I even was like that, right?
Mhm.
Like, I had been sober for a while and I started drinking again. And I was like, oh no, I'm normal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Like, there's, when I was like in my 20s, maybe I drank too hard, I'm older now. I'm 5 years old. I'm a whole 25 years old now.
I'm a whole 25 years old. So what? I woke up covered in puke and piss.
Yes, I can handle.
Yeah.
I can handle a beer.
Yeah.
Like, what's the fucking scary point of having a beer?
Yeah.
Right. In my 25-year-old head.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Granted, when I got sober at 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, it was horrible. Like, I knew it was bad.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The way I drank was not like how other people drink. Most kids, when they went to school
Yeah.
to go deal with being in high school,
Yeah.
don't drink a fucking almost a fifth of vodka to go deal with being in school. Right. And that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Pretty much on a day, and then watering down my old man's vodka.
Yeah.
So he didn't realize that I was fucking stealing his vodka.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. He figured it out real
He
quick.
figured it out real quick.
Once he had a sip of watery ass vodka,
and then
yeah.
put locks on the liquor cabinet.
Yeah.
And it just forced me to go and shoulder tap before school.
There you go.
So, like, in order to deal with being in high school,
Mm-hmm.
I had to get liquored up, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knew.
Right.
Like, I didn't go around, like, telling everybody I was loaded,
Right.
right? It's just how I dealt with things, right?
I'll tell you this. People knew because A, you can't hide being like drunk. And B, that shit smells, man.
Yeah.
A person who's been drinking that much, the aroma.
I'm telling you, dudes. I pulled it off. I don't know how I did it when I was younger. I didn't go to a lot of class. How about that?
Yeah, that helps. And
Yeah.
I think generally speaking, you went to public school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got kind of lost in the shuffle after a while.
Yeah, so a big school, a lot of people fucking like there's always a few fuck ups and nobody gives a shit.
But it helped me deal with being in high school,
Yeah.
right? It
Yeah.
helped me deal with shit,
Yeah.
right? But anyway, so when I had gotten initially sober at 20, right?
Mhm.
I thought, okay, this is going to be the way it is, and that's fine. And then somewhere along the line, I'm not going to get too much into detail, but somewhere along the line, I started convincing myself, like few years in,
Yeah.
I started having this thought, like, maybe I'm making too big of a deal out of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were 20 years old, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you were having to deal with a bunch of bullshit in high school,
Mm-hmm.
right? Getting bullied, whatever.
Yeah.
You were dealing with a bunch of shit in high school.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe you're just
a grown ass man now.
Maybe you were just making too big a deal
You're
of a
making too
natural
big of a
coping
deal.
strategy. Yeah.
And now you understand, you have this knowledge, and now you understand. I can remember having these conversations with myself.
Yeah.
Like, now you understand, like, you could stop after one drink. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Just do that.
It didn't work out that way.
No.
And
No.
I can remember being in denial. Here we go. We're going back to being in
Fucking
denial.
denial, man.
I could remember being about 3 months back into drinking again. I started and my buddies that I was around were kind of like, dude, you're cool as long as you just don't fucking get on drugs again.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as you don't start doing drugs again.
Mhm.
And soon, I think I'm going to call this episode "Don't Do Drugs."
Don't do drugs.
But as soon as somebody said that one thing, all they had to say was just "Don't do drugs again."
Yeah.
Right. And here's how I know, like, I'm one of those guys that this is how I know that what differentiates me from like hardcore addicts
Mm-hmm.
is because when I would do drugs, right,
Yeah.
it would be this thing where I could do it,
Mm-hmm.
right? As soon as it was out, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to go get more.
Right.
But as soon as I ran out of booze,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got to go to the fucking liquor store. I can remember there were times where I was hanging out with people and I'd be trying to stay off the drinking because at a certain point, those same people that were telling me that the drinking wasn't that bad
Yeah.
were starting to like not hang out with me because the drinking was getting bad.
Yes. Yeah.
And I told them it was going to happen.
yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
I was like, it's going to get bad. Right. And so rather than try and get help again,
Mhm.
I was convinced it wasn't necessary. I was convinced that it was whatever kind of help I was going to get was going to brainwash me again.
Right. Right.
And I liked the freedom of my dude. It was all kinds of fucking denial shit.
Yeah.
Right. This was like 2 years that I was getting loaded. 2-3 years when I was getting loaded again. And I don't know why I'm talking about this on this episode, but whatever. So I could remember at certain points where I started doing a lot more like I don't even consider it hardcore. I was just smoking a bunch of pot and taking some mushrooms.
Yeah.
I liked mushrooms,
Who doesn't?
right?
Well, actually, a lot of people don't, but I get
really
it.
liked mushrooms
Mushroom-
because here's the thing is mushrooms did everything drinking did. It shut up my head
Yeah.
and I could function, which was weird.
That is weird because I cannot function.
I went
on
through
mushrooms.
phases where I could show up to this job I had at Whole Foods, working in the deli, fucking on shrooms. And at one point, I think I got employee of the month.
That is wild to me.
Yeah,
Because I am completely dysfunctional on that, but I love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I was trying all this other stuff. Like I was doing all these other things. Like I think I tried ecstasy at that point. But every time I would run out of that stuff,
Yeah.
I was always like, I got to go get liquor. I got to go get some booze.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was easier to get.
Mhm.
Number one, and number two, I knew that it was going to do the job. But here's the shitty part about it: was at the end, right? And I'm not trying to glorify this because I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I did and what happened. Right?
Yeah.
Basically, what happened to me is at the end, I was fucking by myself in a studio apartment
Yeah.
with a guy living in the closet.
Yep.
Right? We somehow decided to redesign the painting in the apartment, and there was green hair dye all over the walls.
Fuck yeah.
And I was fucking waking up every morning puking blood
Yep.
until I could get some liquor down my throat.
Yep.
I could barely keep this job at Whole Foods I had at this point because I knew that the drugs were starting to become a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really, and booze always made me feel right.
Right.
Right. So I was kind of tapering off the booze. And I was still fucking in denial, man. And people were coming up to me all the time and they were like, you really need to go and get help again.
Dude, here's the thing though. Like, man, the denial, the worse you get, the stronger the denial gets.
Yeah.
Until at some point something breaks.
Yeah.
Right?
And here's what broke for me. It was a phone call.
Yeah.
Right. It was months of people telling me I had a problem, months of people being like, I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
Right.
I had one guy that was saying it wasn't bad because I think I was his lower companion.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had this crazy upstairs neighbor that was taking his bipolar medication and drinking on it and puking all the time. And he became my stalker. True story. He became my stalker.
Goddamn.
Yeah. That guy freaked me out. Fucking followed me everywhere. Fucking, oh, dude, it was, yeah.
Weird.
It was weird, dude. And everybody would say that guy's stalking you. And I'd be like, no, he's just a cool guy. And I'd be like, I even told him at one point, I'm like, dude, I shouldn't hang out with you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're kind of creeping me out because he was creeping me out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're kind of creeping me out and I don't want to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah.
And he knew where I hung out. He would just show up at these places and I would hang out and like not sit next to me, but sit like 6 seats down. And remember I was talking to this friend of mine and she's like, and I'm like, dude, this guy keeps following me. She's like, dude, you got to, and it was a girl. And she's like, dude, you got a stalker.
You got a stalker.
I'm like, nah. And she's like, yeah, I've had a stalker before.
Well, shit.
She's like, does he show up like at random places? And I'm like, yeah. Like I went to this coffee shop and he happened to be, he pulled up after I did and was just sat 2 seats down from me and just stared at me. And she's like, yeah, dude, it was weird. Like
Yeah,
I moved out of that apartment building, moved to Novato. And I was like, okay, I'm over this guy, like, and I'm not even like, I don't swing that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm a straight dude.
Yeah.
Right. And this guy, and I'm in Novato, like a town in Marin County. It's a little further north.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm trying to describe it, but I moved.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, okay, I'm over this stalker guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And he showed like
fucking shows up?
He rented a room on the same street.
Shit. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's he was committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I finally confronted him, right? I finally was just like, I had fucking enough. And I'm like, dude, and I was telling a friend of mine about it. He's like, dude, most of these guys, if you just fucking confront him angrily, he's going to fucking walk away. And I'm like, I really didn't want to be that guy, right? I tried every other avenue. I tried being nice. I tried like avoiding him. Nothing was working.
Yeah.
Right. I finally walked up to him. I remember because I had like I was outside doing some yard. I was doing something where I had a shovel in my hand.
Right.
Right. And I walked up to it and I saw him in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he's walking towards me. And so I fucking walked up to him and I'm like, hey, you need to fucking move or we're going to have a fucking problem and you need to fucking leave me alone.
Yeah.
Or we're going to have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Right.
With your shovel in your hand.
With the shovel in my hand.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me, and I'm like, "Do you understand what I'm saying?" And he's like, yeah, I'll be gone tomorrow."
Yeah.
Last I ever saw him.
Hey, awesome. Look, that would have gone one of two ways.
It would have wound me up dead.
You're right. Either that, or you would have a murder-suicide situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking creepy, dude. And I'm just getting I'm like 30, 60 days sober, and I got this fucking weird guy following me everywhere.
Fuck.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was fucking gnarly.
That is weird, fucking just getting sober and having a stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. And I got a buddy of mine that'll back me up on everything I just said.
Yeah.
He was there with me, and he's like, "You got to do something about this guy."
All right.
He's like, "Do you want me to take care of it?" And I knew if he took care of it, it wasn't going to end well. And I was like, "No."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it freaked me the fuck out for a while. Like everywhere I went, I kept looking. Now it doesn't bother me, but I remember back then, like everywhere I went, I was making sure this guy wasn't around. People were like, "Why don't you get a police report?" And it's like, because I don't go to the fucking cops.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just don't do it. It was never brought up that. Just something I learned.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we're getting like this on this podcast.
Hey, we did what we did. Let's get back to denial.
Yes, that's what I was going. I was doing a roundabout thing, but I had to tell that story.
Okay, yeah.
To get back to denial.
You told the story. Let's get back to denial. Not
because
just a river in Egypt.
Yeah, it was so bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like it took this phone call from this lady to like wake me up.
Yeah.
Like she was like straight up with me. She's like, "You're fucking killing yourself."
Yeah.
And I don't know why after fucking months of people telling me I needed to get help again.
Yeah.
Like this lady made sense to me. I don't know why. I don't know how. It was just I was willing to listen at that point. And I think that was the thing is I was starting to realize it was a problem. And the denial was breaking a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I started realizing a few months into it, where a few months before I had actually before I actually really got sober again, that it was this thing where it was just breaking down little bits at a time. Like,
yeah, shit began cracking.
And the thing that was getting me was puking up the blood in the morning.
That would get most people.
That was scaring me.
Yeah.
Like I was like 27, 28 years old. I should not be puking up blood at 28 years old.
You know, shit.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just shouldn't be doing that. Like, and I knew things, like if I really looked at it, I knew things were bad, but it was like those little cracks were starting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that lady pretty much inadvertently saved my life.
All right.
That night.
There you go.
And like to this day, every time I see her, I always thank her. I just saw her like 2-3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you can stop thanking me now. I'm like, no, I can't.
No, I cannot.
And no, I cannot. You may not realize what you did for me, but what you did for me fucking saved my life.
All right.
You know? But denial's huge, bro.
Yeah.
Denial's big, especially when you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it's so fucking powerful.
Yeah.
Like I would wake up in the morning and I would know exactly what was going on.
Right.
And I'd be like, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell myself I'm not going to take any Adderall.
Right.
I'm going to forget about that promise and end up taking a little bit of Adderall because I've convinced myself it'll be fine this time.
I remember you during this phase because it was really hard to hang out with you.
I believe it. Yeah.
But not because you would not want to hang out.
Yeah. I was evasive because I didn't want people to know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would wake up and so I'd go through this whole thing, and I wake up in the morning and I would know exactly how my day was going to go. And fucking within 5-10 minutes, I would be on the track to doing it because I've already like fucking the denial has already fucking solidified.
Yeah.
Right. I'd wake up in the morning. It'd be a little soft, a little porous.
Yeah.
And within 10, maybe 15 minutes, it's solidified into this hard shell of denial.
Yeah.
I remember sometimes, man, I would realize I fucking took the pills,
Yeah.
but I had no memory of taking them.
Yeah. You just convinced yourself you didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I it wouldn't even be that. I'd be like fucking, like all of a sudden I'd be like on my computer, fucking playing a game, realizing I'm high as shit and being like, I have no memory of like, I know I took those pills, but I don't remember when I did it.
Right.
I don't remember where I was when I did it. I have no recollection of taking these pills at all. And I'd fucking go and count my stash. Because you got to know what's in your stash,
You
right?
got to know what's in your stash.
That
was the other thing, dude, is making sure you had enough.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So I'd go and count my stash, and I'd be like, where the fuck? When did I take these pills?
Yeah.
Sometimes I would like come to, and there would be a pill in my hand, out of the bottle. It's there in my hand. I got something to drink in the other hand to take it with. And I'd be like, when did I take this pill out of the bottle?
Yeah.
No recollection. I'm fucking stone cold sober at this point, and having these blackouts, taking drugs. How the fuck? The fucking denial and the compulsion is insane.
Yeah, and I remember during that point where it was like you were super evasive to hang out with.
Oh yeah.
And every time we would start talking about something, you would just clam up, and then I wouldn't hear from you for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. If it began to approach the subject of what was really going on with me, and like I wasn't ready to face that.
Yeah.
And
I could remember doing that too, where I would run into people when I was getting loaded again.
Yeah.
Right. And I would run, and mind you, kids, I gotta clarify this. I don't know why I'm saying kids. When I got loaded again, it was like 90, 97, 98, 90. No, it was like 98, 99. I got sober in 2000, and I've been sober ever since.
Hey, I was in middle school when you did that.
Yeah. And I don't know why I'm just outing myself like this on this podcast, but maybe somebody needs help.
Yeah. Who knows?
You never know. So maybe we could reach somebody this way. But yeah, man, I could remember running into people that I knew from the 12-step programs, and they would sit next to me, and I'd be like, look, if you're here to do that 12-step shit with me, just stop right now.
Just don't. Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Yeah.
And there was one guy, I'll never forget it. There's two guys, actually. One guy he wouldn't bring it up at all.
Yeah.
And he would just be like, dude, when you're done, you know where to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was one guy that would just sit next to me, and he'd be like, dude, you know where to go when you want help. I'm not going to, are you okay? Are you happy?
Yeah.
And I'd convince this dude how happy I was. And he could see right through me because I've done it to other guys now.
Yeah, of course.
Right? On the other side of it.
Of course, yeah.
I've done it to other guys.
Yeah.
Right? Where they try to tell me how great they are. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. As I probably am wearing a pair of pants that I pissed in or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was not pretty. You know what I mean? You could tell there was I was there. You could tell, but that denial, dude, that denial of like, no, I'm fucking normal. Can't you? Like I so wanted to just be a normal drinker.
Of course.
Right. But normal drinking to me
is fucking getting hammered.
Is fucking getting hammered. Right. Normal drinking to me. Yeah. Normal drinking to me is like, if you have a 12-pack of beer in the fridge, that ain't enough.
Dude, I fucking like, I have had this thought before, and here's the thought, man, if I didn't have like an addiction problem, I would fucking get hammered every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Every day.
Every day. That's not like a normal thought.
No, it's not. It's not.
Because there's people in the world, and I have friends that like, they know like when they go out to dinner, like, oh, this wine goes with fish. You know what I mean? I don't fucking care.
Yeah. That way, you know what? Carlo Rossi goes with everything.
Yeah.
And you get a gallon for $10.
Still a reserve, dude.
Yeah. There you go.
Fucking $2.
Fuck yeah. I don't think either of those cost what they used to anymore.
Yeah,
but,
I could go around the corner from the bar, buy 2 Steel Reserves, be hammered by the time I get back in the bar, drink 1 drink, and probably get kicked out of, not probably, more than likely get kicked out of that bar.
Right. Everybody thinks you're lightweight.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I've already had 2 drinks at the liquor store on my buying the Steel
I love
Reserve.
how you
Dude.
called 2 bottles of Steel Reserve 2 drinks.
Yeah. Buying the 2 bottles of Steel Reserve, right? Chugging them on the way out of the fucking liquor store.
Yeah.
This isn't because I'm a champ or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. It's because I fucking needed it to function.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
At this point, in order for me to be social,
You need to
I
have a
needed to
hard
be
buzz on.
fucking liquored
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
or I couldn't do it.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's why it took me so long after getting sober, right? It took me so long to like learn how to be social.
Yeah.
I remember going to fucking AA conferences. I'm just,
We're going to have to bleep that one out.
well, no, because I remember going to conferences. How about that?
Okay.
12-step conferences.
Yes.
And not leaving the fucking room all weekend and making up some story about how I got laid.
Yeah.
Just because I was so afraid of fucking being social.
Yeah.
But sober.
Yeah.
Like, it took me a long fucking time to get over that shit.
Dude, I got the fucking social anxiety and all that.
Yeah.
I got that.
Like, it took me, I could remember, I don't think I got over it. I mean, I still to this day, I don't like being social, but I'm way better at it. I could
Yeah.
put on a front and be way better at it than I used to be.
Yeah.
Right? I could go places.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody invites me to a wedding, I could go and show up.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot, but I could do it.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't mind showing up at a party.
Right.
Right? It takes me a little bit, you know, to get going and it'd be social. That's why it just takes me a bit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I've gotten over it. I've gotten better over time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to burp and I don't want to burp into the microphone. So
Burp out of the microphone.
That's what I'm trying to do. But
All right. I'm going to make noise. I'm making noise. Look at the noise.
I got it.
All right.
Done. But yeah, man, I just remember all that stuff and I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it because like I realize today, this is what I realized today, is that I'm way fucking happier today than I think I've been in a long fucking time.
Hell yeah.
Right? I don't have much, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you what, I would happily go through all those struggles again, knowing at the end that I get to be happy.
Yeah.
I think that's all anybody really wants.
Yeah.
Right? Like you'll never find me. I will never complain about my job.
Right.
Right. You'll never hear me complain. I'm fucking lucky to be alive. I know that.
Yep.
There have been some points in my sobriety where I haven't done shit perfectly.
Yeah.
Where goddamn, I still don't know how I made it this far. Right.
Yeah.
I still look back sometimes and I'm like, how the fuck am I one of the lucky ones?
Yeah, man. Like when you get to that point where you're puking up blood,
Yeah.
you got maybe a year before you fucking die one time, passed out, drunk, bleeding inside.
And see, here's the thing is I remember getting sober and I remember going to a physical because I needed a physical to get this job, to get a job somewhere. And the guy was telling me, and the doctor was saying, was like, did you recently quit drinking or something? And I was like, yeah, recently, like 60 days ago.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you had swelling, you have swelling in your liver, but it seems to be going down.
Hey, hell yeah.
Keep doing that.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were just little things that really solidified that I needed to get sober again. Right. And once I got sober, there were things that were like solidified that, yeah, this is the right decision.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't like, it was little things, right? It was the thing about the liver going down. It was the thing that I stopped puking up blood really quickly. Like 2 months into being sober, I had stopped puking up blood and I was able to start eating again.
That's good.
Those things were kind of important.
That's a big deal.
I remember doing laundry.
Laundry.
About 30 days in, right?
Oh, dude, fucking.
And I remember going through like these pants that I had that I wore I had 2 pairs of pants. I had 2 pairs of pants that I wore all the time. They were like cut. I mean, this one isn't going to be pretty, and we're going to wrap this one up here in a minute. But I had 2 pairs of pants that I wore all the time.
Yep.
And they were covered in like piss and puke. And I go into my closet to do my laundry. I got fucking folded pants just sitting in my closet that I fucking never wore.
You just forgot you had them there?
No, it was just because I'd take off the pants that I was wearing. I'd pass out in bed. I'd wake up. I'd put the pants on. I'd fucking do whatever it is I did. Make my coffee, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Figure out how I was going to get loaded that day. And I just wouldn't take a shower. I just wouldn't take a shower. And I just stay in those pants.
When I was drinking, same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I had a few more pairs of pants, but same fucking thing.
Yeah. So if you guys have listened to this episode this far in, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this tangent, but if you need help, there's ways to get help.
Yeah. And if you don't need help, then you're welcome for this. For this riveting tale.
You could listen to us and just be like, I'm really glad I don't have an addiction problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Addiction is a big bummer.
And again, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
But we'll be back. I know we seem to be going back and forth with, we do a couple light episodes and we get kind of heavy and dark, but that's just the way it is.
Well, hey, let's end on something light. I got something for you.
You got something for me?
I got something for you. All right. And this is for the people who stuck it out this far.
Stuck it out to the end.
Right. This is something special just for you people. This is a bit of news. Somewhere in the heartland, there was a bomb scare at a Home Depot.
Goddamn, Home Depot?
Home Depot. No, yes, Home Depot. Somewhere in the heartland, there was a bomb scare at a Home Depot.
Just to get people out of work?
No. Here's what happened. So there's a bomb scare. Fucking police show up. They got the fucking SWAT, the bomb squad, all that shit. They find the fucking suspect. They put him in cuffs. They question him. And here's what they find out. Here's what happened. And they questioned all the witnesses and everything. Here's what happened. This suspect, what happened was he walked into the bathroom and informed everybody they should probably get out because he's about to blow this up. Yeah. And someone in there didn't get the joke. And fucking called the police.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
No, man, I was making a reference to the epic dump I just took.
Yeah.
You can walk in there and smell it.
Yeah, you can.
It still smells.
It still smells. I mean, that's practically a bioweapon.
Oh my God, that guy's making bomb threats.
Yeah.
We could go on another whole tangent about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so somebody did not get that, and yeah, fucking called the cops.
So okay, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Or not see you soon, but we'll be in your ears soon.
Yeah, we'll be around. Until next time.
Until next time.
Just until next time.
Until next time.
Just until next time.
Just until next time.
All right, until next time.
Don't shoot yourself. Ah.